Andy, good morning. We're going to start the day.
I want to start the day with hope. I want to start the day with happiness. I want to start the day with song, and I hope you'll sing along. I want to start the day with you. I want to start the day with joy, deep in the heart of every girl and boy. I want to fill them all with pride and such joy to be alive. I want to spend the day with you. You've got to feel it in your soul. The Spirit moves you and it takes control. It takes you to the highest heights, lifts you up that mountainside. You've got to feel it in your soul. Let's make this world a better place. Tell everybody in the human race. Tell them about it, spread the news. Said, what have you got to lose? We're gonna make the dream come true. This thing today. Let's try to show the world a better way. Make sure that everything you do is as you'd have done unto you, and it'll chase the clouds away. I want to take it up just a little bit higher. I want to start the day with hope. I want to start the day with happiness. I want to start the day with song, and I hope you'll sing along. I want to start the day with you. I want to end the day with love. It's shining down on me from God above. I want to celebrate with song. I want you to sing along. I want to celebrate your love. I want to celebrate with song. I want you to sing along. I want to celebrate with you. I want to celebrate with love and the great God above. I want to spend the day with you.
Yeah, there we go. Let's all stand and sing. I feel the Spirit.
I feel the Spirit moving in me. 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 And I feel the joy. I feel the joy moving in me. 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 And I feel the love. I feel the love moving in me. 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 And I feel the Spirit. I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Spirit divine, come to me. Feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. Spirit divine, come to me. Feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love surrounding me. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity Church of Overland Park on this beautiful, sunshiny Sunday morning. It is so good to be here with you in the room, as well as with all of you that are in our balconies on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Reverend Eileen Stulak. I'm the Associate Minister here, and as always, I am so happy to be with all of you.
And I'm Reverend Jen Hutchins. I serve as the Assistant Minister of Community Connections. And we are joined today by our fabulous UCOP band, Reverend Fred Albers. I got it right. Thank you. James Albright, Terry Swope, Brian Sievers, and our special musical guest today, Andy DeWitt. Yeah, thank you, Andy. And welcoming Stacy McIntosh Lilly as our ASL interpreter today.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And our senior minister, Reverend Jackie Fernandez, she is off this week, and so we bless her in a time of rest. She'll be back with us next weekend. And since we are all about rest and gratitude today, I found a wonderful reading in one of the more current books from Unity, Mornings with Myrtle. Myrtle Fillmore, one of our co-founders. So I'm going to just adapt the reading for our opening prayer. So let's just take that moment to settle into our hearts. Take that intentional breath or inward step, whatever it is that you do, to just connect with the oneness of your being with Spirit, that one presence and power within us. So I arrive at this, my appointed hour, and I gravitate effortlessly to this inner realm of my being. I become aware of my intimate connection with the infinite. My heart and my mind open, I yield to the movement of Spirit. I am an empty vessel, ready to be filled with the presence and guidance of the divine. Resting in this deep pool of the infinite, I am restored in body, restored in mind, restored in spirit. Each cell, each organ is overflowing with all that God is. And my soul now expresses the truth of my existence as I live and move and have my being sourced by Spirit. I move in this world with ease and grace, sharing wisdom, understanding, compassion, and love for my world. And it is with gratitude, it is with thanksgiving that I return from this time of quiet rest to live the fullness of life here and now. And so as we take time this day, focus on gratitude, to focus on rest, and most importantly, focus on that one infinite source of all things good in our lives. Let's affirm together the words to the affirmation that's now before you, that there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, the source of all good.
And from there, we bring our attention to our community, to the prayers, to the consciousness of those that make up this beautiful, beautiful Unity Church of Overland Park. So we begin with an announcement of a transition from our beloved Jana. Jana Love Schaefer made her transition recently, and she has been a long-time member of this community. So we hold her in our heart. I want you to know that the family has held a private graveside service and that they appreciate all of the love and the prayers and the support that this community has given over the years. Thank you all for holding her in your heart. And from that space of the heart, we also hold all those who have contacted this ministry with prayer requests, requests for healing, for guidance, requests of gratitude, that gratitude be known in the midst of all. So we hold this all in our heart, knowing that our hearts are that sacred space of connection with divine love, the infinite love. And with grateful hearts, we say, thank you, God, for answered prayer. And so it is.
Get ready, 'cause here I come. Well, get ready, 'cause here I come. Get ready, 'cause here I come.
Hello, I'm Tony.
I'm still Reverend Jen. Thank you. We have a few announcements for you today. Our Yarn Blessings group will meet this afternoon at 2 p.m. in the cafe area. This is the group's monthly teaching session. Everyone is welcome and no prior experience is necessary. And you can always check out the group table in the back of the room or wherever it is that it finds its new home in our lovely new space.
Okay, on Saturday, June 21st, Reverend Dr. Ariana Platten will offer a workshop titled Ignite, a summer solstice journey into radiance and purpose from noon to 2 p.m. in the studio, which is back there. This will be a sacred summer solstice experience designed to help you reconnect with your inner fire, honor your growth, and ignite what's next. We'll gather in community for a ritual-rich workshop that blends ceremony, creativity, and purpose, and lighting candles, walking spirals, and claiming the light we're meant to live. Reverend Ariana will also join Reverend Jackie to offer the Sunday service the following morning.
Throughout June, we are celebrating Pride Month, shining a light on the LGBTQIA+ community. Yes. Recognizing their contributions to history and advocating for rights and equality. We are so proud of our LGBTQIA+ affinity group, Folks with Faith. They have a national presence offering workshops and online spiritual resources, which this year includes a year-long study of Unity's 12 powers. The next gathering will be Saturday, June 28th, here in the cafe and online at 10:30 a.m. Learn more about this queer-affirming spiritual experience or register to attend at folkswithfaith.org. You can also click on the link in our e-news. The presenter this month is Reverend Dr. Paul Leftenegger, whose works are acclaimed worldwide. He's a singer-songwriter of conscious healing music. All are welcome to attend.
And be sure you've marked your calendars to join us on Sunday, June 29th. It's going to be a great day with rock and roll service in the morning. Just like that. Featuring Kelly Hunt on V and Pancho Javier, along with a full UCOP band. Okay. After service, we'll provide lunch as we move into our annual membership meeting, which will include electing 3 individuals to our Leadership Council. This year, our 3 wonderful nominees include Jesse Greenfield, Mike Hobson, and Jim Skinner.
Yeah. And now let us join together in speaking the joint vision statement of the Unity Movement. A world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
Thank you, Reverend Jen and Tony.
Oh yeah. Beautiful world taught me to remember all of the feelings I lost along the way. I was afraid, alone in my confusion, running and hiding instead of living from day to day. When we were walking, we touched the summer flowers, and I saw the wonder, oh, in a young child's eyes. And I turned around and saw how truly grateful that I should be for all the love I found. Beautiful world, now you shook me to my senses, open my eyes, the love inside of me. Well, it's up to me if I could always believe the way I see it now. What a beautiful world it would always be. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fred Albert. Here comes Blue Terry Blue. Inside of me, it's up to me. If I could always believe the way I see it now, what a beautiful world it would always be. What a beautiful world. I believe it's a beautiful world. I can see it's a beautiful world now. I believe it's a beautiful world. Come on. I can see it's a beautiful world. I believe it's a beautiful world now.
Sometimes it is quite intimidating to come up here after this band and our soloists do what they do, try to follow that. But here I am, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so every Tuesday morning here at the church, we start the day with a staff meeting here at the offices. And we debrief the weekend that just occurred, and then we start to plan the upcoming Sunday and any of the other events and activities that might be on the calendar. And it's in the way that we open the debrief planning section of our time together that I would like to open this message. Every week, Reverend Jackie opens the conversation by asking, well, how about that Sunday? So, how about that Sunday? Oh my God, how about that entire weekend last weekend? And how about the months leading up to all that took place last weekend? I mean, it was incredible, wasn't it? Yeah. And when Jackie asked that question of us on Tuesday morning this last week, we all struggled mightily as we tried to put into words what we were feeling as a staff, including Jackie herself. And each of us is going to be taking some dedicated time away from the office to continue taking in all that has occurred, taking in, trying to define and name what it is that we are feeling, taking in all that has touched us in deeply and uniquely transformative ways. We're going to try to take in all that Spirit demonstrated was possible and take in all that you and we created together, accomplished together by bringing what started as a vision we held for our spaces here and brought it into the reality in which we now live. It is a lot to take in. And it is all so good at so many, many different levels. But there was one feeling that we all were able to clearly name and say out loud that we were feeling flowing through us, and that was gratitude. So much gratitude. And so just as each of us is going to enter into a time of personal time of rest and reflection, grounded in that gratitude, today collectively, we'll explore a few of the gifts that resting in gratitude can bring to each of us at any given point in our lives. And I'd like to begin that by sharing a quote that the church put on our Facebook page I think it's about 2 weeks ago now. And it said, "Gratitude works in all seasons of life. It soothes, uplifts, and empowers. It may not fix everything, but it reshapes how we move through life. In the spirit of thanks, we find what we truly need." So with that in mind, let's take a look at some of the things that we may truly need as we go about living, and how resting in gratitude can help us find them. So sometimes what we need in our lives is a shift in focus and perception. And that can often occur when there are challenges or difficulties that show up. We might find ourselves, expecting the worst, or finding it harder to be positive in life or to see alternate possibilities. And I'd be lying if I said none of that ever happened during these renovations. I'd be lying if I said that, because we had a few bumps. And there were times when we would question if we could get over those bumps, if we could arrive at the finish line on time. And every time any one of us or any of the contractors who were working with us, anyone had that kind of concern or thought going through their minds, someone would speak into the space of gratitude. Someone would remind us that negativity and doubt would not help us, they would hinder us. Someone would recall the love, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the faith, the trust from which this project was set into motion. And we would all exhale, and we would smile, and we would move forward, both over the bumps and over the many smooth pathways that formed in front of us. See, it's through those exhales that we can all shift our focus, all shift our perspective from things that perhaps were thoughts of seeming lack, or to those of the abundance that we could see right in front of our faces. The exhales can serve as that pivot point, changing the dialogue that's going on in our minds from stress and scarcity to words of appreciation and sufficiency. We just have to keep in mind that resting in gratitude does not mean that life is perfect. It means that we just set an intention to choose peace over pressure and presence over worry. Something else I think we all desire and perhaps really need is emotional and psychological well-being. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? Because research has shown that gratitude can lead to things like a reduction in stress, an increase in happiness and joy, and even states of bliss. It is shown to help reduce the levels of depression and to improve mental health. And seeing gratitude as a pathway to emotional rest can be such a critical tool for us to utilize as we develop and nurture our overall well-being. And this same gratitude practice, it can also serve to support our relational well-being. On any given day, we can find ourselves involved with any number of different levels of relationships in our lives. And no matter which one we choose to focus on, the use of gratitude within it can serve to strengthen it. It can serve to create or deepen a bond that's already there. It can foster that sense of connection with another person, whether it's someone we've known for a long time or whether we're meeting them for the first time. And speaking about relational well-being, at one point during the Fillmore Project, Reverend Jackie and I were out there in the cafe one day, and we were discussing some aspect of it, for the life of me, I cannot remember a thing about what the conversation involved, but I do remember one result of it. We'd been out there for a little bit of time, we'd been talking for a while, and what I do recall about the conversation is that it was moving at a much faster pace than what is the norm for when Jackie and I talk with one another. But I mean, let's face it, everything was moving at a faster pace at that point in time. But there was this momentary pause by both of us, and she kind of tilted her head a little bit, and she looked at me and she said, "Did we just stretch our boundaries?" And we burst out laughing. And I said, "Well, you know, Jackie, I kind of think we did stretch our boundaries just there." And we laughed some more. And then we went back to work. Now, you see, it's going to be very soon, it's going to be 4 years since I rejoined the staff here. But even before, oh, thank you. But in my conversations and exchanges with Reverend Jackie leading up to that decision being made, we often found ourselves expressing gratitude. And more often than not, it was gratitude for the ways that Spirit had been guiding each of our individual pathways for a number of years and now had saw fit to merge them together. And then before I even arrived, Reverend Jackie and I began cultivating our working relationship. We were very intentional about establishing boundaries, both around what would be our collaborative working relationship as well as what would be our individual responsibilities. And I happen to believe that because all of that was done after we had grounded ourselves in Spirit and then threw in some gratitude and some mutual respect and excitement and enthusiasm and so forth, because all that was done first, no damage was done when our boundaries were stretched. And that word right there, stretched, that's what I remember the most about that entire exchange. Nothing up to that point that we had created together had been broken or damaged. And in fact, the relationship felt deeper and stronger to me than it had already been feeling for a long time. And that stretched gives us a win-win option. Because if, by the grace of God, one of us remembers what we were talking about, and we can see at what point the boundaries were stretched, we can determine, well, we really probably shouldn't go there again, so, well, let's just bring it back. But if we find out that there's really nothing wrong with where we went, then it can stay where it is, and we are now in the perfect place for whatever is next for the two of us in our working relationship. So as you consider your emotional well-being, your psychological well-being, as you contemplate your relationships and consider ways in which to help keep them, maintain the health within them, please consider strongly using gratitude in your process. Because that gratitude could be as simple as just sitting together with someone with a smile on your face, or just bursting out into laughter for no apparent reason. Just trust in that multiplying effect that gratitude can have in every aspect of your lives. The next true need that we can find in the spirit of gratitude is one that is near and dear to my heart, and it is cultivating a state of rest and contentment. For years now, contentment has been the most important need I have in my life. When I have it, I feel better equipped and more empowered to move through whatever a day might present. Now, this true need, it includes as well our mental, psychological, relational, well-being, but it also adds to them our physical well-being. And these bodies of ours are amazing vessels. They are amazing, and we need to pay attention to them. We need to nurture them and nourish them and give them times of rest. And I will say very honestly that there was a time in my life when I did not want to pay attention to my body. And not because I had any issues around what it looked like or anything. The issues I had around it was how it felt. I've been very open for a number of years now about fibromyalgia, the chronic pain and fatigue that's been a part of my life now for more than half of my 65 years. And so maybe it would not be hard for anybody to understand when I say that for the first 10 years that it was with me, I wasn't excited about focusing on my body. I wasn't interested in nurturing my body because my energy was being spent being extremely angry at my body. But then my life changed. You can translate that as I found unity, which helped me shift my focus, helped me shift my perspective in a number of different ways, and eventually helped me begin to be grateful for my body as it was and begin loving it and giving it the loving attention that it did deserve. And so from more than 23 years ago, when that 10-year period was taking place, let's fast forward to January 12th of this year. I had just finished moving through a significant flare-up of the illness at the end of last year, and it hit me pretty hard, but I was now on the other side of it and very grateful to be there. And then you all did something that sent waves of gratitude just moving through me, because it was on January 12th by an overwhelming 97% affirmative vote, you approved moving forward with the Fillmore Casey project. And my gratitude in that moment was not only for the decision, but for how the decision had been made. See, it had been made only after I would put money down, that only after hundreds of hours of prayer had been spent dedicated to that possibility. It had been made only after asking for, listening to, hearing all of the feelings, all of the perspectives, all of the support for and concerns about the project. And I remember thinking when I left this place at the end of that day, I thought to myself, there is no way that this project will not be completed and be successful and become our reality. It can't not do that after it's been placed upon such a solid foundation. What I didn't know that day was the impact that the gratitude was going to have on me individually, how it would support my need for a state of rest and contentment in the 5 months that would follow that decision. And I only realized that about 48 hours ago when I was sitting down doing some research and writing this message. I came upon a list of positive impacts gratitude can have on our physical bodies and how they can help us cultivate this state of physical rest that our bodies need. And there's 4 that jumped off the page for me. And the first was gratitude has been found to be able to reduce stress, which helps the body relax. It can help improve sleep, where someone can get a higher quality of restorative sleep. It's been shown to foster healthier behaviors, such as dietary practices or physical activities, exercise, and that sort of thing. And then the 4th one was the gratitude has been found to have a positive impact on the brain, such that it releases chemicals that feed into happiness, that feed into positive and good moods. So if we got out a piece of paper, several pieces of paper, and outlined the Fillmore project, its timeline, every single detail that was involved in it, start to finish, and gave it to someone who has no idea what the Fillmore Casey is, it's not hard to imagine them reading through it and maybe thinking that, boy, there must have been a lot of stress. Maybe some long days and restless nights, bad eating habits, missed gyms or missed sessions at the gyms, and brains that would be just literally hurting at times at the amount of details that they were being asked to hold on to and call forth and share in any given moment. But all of those things that I just listed did present themselves to me at one time or another. It was very rare, though. It was rare. I would find my way back to the love and the joy and the faith and the trust and the enthusiasm, the gratitude that I mentioned a few moments ago. On Friday, the power of that gratitude became very real. See, the watch that I wear, many of you wear them as well, is one that tracks and provides measurements relative to my body as I go about my day. And so I decided to open up the app for the watch that I have, and I scrolled back through it to March, which was when things really started to kick into gear, for me at least, around the Fillmore. And then I scrolled through the weeks leading up through our grand opening weekend last weekend. I want to share what I saw. On a scale of 0 to 100, with the lower number being the better, my stress level in March was 43. Last weekend, it was 25. I had to look at this several times to make sure I was on the right dates. On that same scale, 0 to 100, this time the higher the number, the better. My restorative sleep score in March was 62. At the end of the grand opening, it was 88. At the beginning of May, for some reason, I started a new exercise program that pushed me physically, and my body has responded wonderfully. I've had no significant discomfort or no flares of the fibromyalgia. And lastly, in spite of the volume of details I have crammed into this little brain of late, it has not prevented me, for the most part, 98% of the time, from remaining positive and happy and in a state of contentment, even when it really did feel at times that my head was just going to explode. So when I step away for a few days later into this week, one of the first things I plan to do, and it's the only plan I'm going to make right now, is to just sit still and simply be in awe at how loved and protected and guided and provided for I am by a benevolent force that I refer to as Spirit. And I would encourage you and invite you to consider entering into your own same kind of space, but as it applies to you, as it applies to your life and what's happening in it. A space where gratitude comes forth from within you, bringing you new clarity or perhaps unexpected awarenesses, a deeper faith, maybe a newfound realization of how truly present God has been and is in your life, and how it's always, always, always working in your favor. Brother David Steindl-Rast has long been considered a master, a spiritual master of gratitude and gratefulness. He's 98 years old right now. He's still writing from his monastery in Austria. And he once wrote that we are never more than one grateful thought away from peace at heart. We're never more than one grateful thought away from peace at heart. In Unity and many other spiritual traditions, we anchor gratitude as central to our peace, as central to our divine connection. Its practice is a way of acknowledging the gifts of grace and all the blessings in our lives and all around us. It has the power to turn chaos into calm and to shift us from striving to stillness. As you choose to step apart into the stillness, give rest to your mind, give rest to your heart, give rest to your body. Allow your gratitude to soothe you, to uplift you, to empower you. Don't ask it to fix anything, but rather reshape how you move through everything. Experience the depth of your connection with the divine, and then follow its lead back out into the totality of your life. More present, more joy-filled, more at peace, more healed, more content. And in the words of that fabulous poet Rumi, I'll meet you there. God bless you.
lead me on. When I'm weary, make me strong. Lead me, Lord, help me grow. Lead me, Lord, lead me home. Lead me, Lord, lead me on. I am ready, I am strong. Lead me, Lord, watch me grow. Lead me, Lord, lead me home. Lead me home.
So we do take this moment to simply relax into our chairs or wherever we may be seated at this moment, to become still, still enough to open our hearts and enter into a time of deep connection, holy communion with the God of our being. There are so many ways that we can express gratitude. And one way is to do so through the ways we live our lives. Healthy living. Spirit is the energy, the breath of life that moves through us, that moves through all living creatures. And as we take that realization to heart and connect with that presence within, we also connect with the feeling of appreciation for all that we are. For each of us is our own unique I am. We have regard for ourselves, for our lives, and we express gratitude for an abundance of blessings. In times of prayer, we typically open to divine guidance, open to ways that we can take better care of ourselves, ways to live an overall healthy lifestyle. So in this time of prayer, we take into a time of silence our own visions for our healthy life, body, mind, and spirit. We take visions that we can clearly see and that which still may be desires or needs we feel in our hearts. We just open to the guidance of Spirit as we take this time to be in the stillness, to be in the silence. So with a breath, we gently come back from our time in the quiet. And we do so with an intention that as we move through our day, we consciously make healthy choices, choices that express the fullest of our potential. An intention to also offer care to ourselves, care that touches every aspect of our being. We open our hearts, our minds, to continue to receive the many blessings of Spirit that manifest in return. For this time, for this connection, we are so very, very grateful. So it is we pray. Amen.
Lead me, Lord, lead me on. I am ready, I am strong. Lead me, Lord, watch me grow. Lead me, Lord, lead me home. Lead me home.
This is the point where I say, now is the time in our service to express gratitude. And yet today has been all about gratitude. So this is the continuation of the time in our service in which we express gratitude. We express gratitude for all the ways that this community helps to make this church function and thrive. The ways that you say yes when a volunteer request comes to your inbox, the ways that you show up with the smiles on your faces and make this community the very special place that it is. And the ways in which you share your gratitude through your financial offerings, that this ministry thrives in all ways. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My takeaway today was that gratitude is an amazing self-care practice. Thank you, Eileen. And the two biggest pieces for me are that gratitude reduces stress and improves your sleep. And so as we move through this time of continued gratitude, remember that your gratitude that goes out reduces your stress and improves your sleep. So thank you in advance. Please join with me as we share our joint blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am joy-filled and grateful.
1, 2. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I needed the shelter of someone's arms. There you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs. There you were. With sweet love and devotion, you're deeply touching my emotion. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop and thank you, baby. All right. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Feels so fine. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Close my eyes at night, wondering where would I be without you in my life. Everything I I did was just a bore. And everywhere I went, seems I've been there before. But you brighten up for me all of my days with a love so sweet in so many ways. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. And thank you, baby. Oh yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like sugar sometimes. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, you can get up, yeah. You're better to me than I was to myself. For me, there is you, ain't nobody else. I wanna stop. Thank you, baby. I just wanna stop. And thank you, baby. Yes, sir. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like jelly, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's like honey from the bee, girl. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Oh, yes, it is. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Once again, Andy DeWitt, Reverend Fred, the band, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Wow. Just a couple of closing announcements for you. First and foremost, during this month of June, the volunteers that we are celebrating are those members of our leadership council. These folks, I'm telling you, if you served on the council, you know what it is. If you haven't served, it's fun. It's really fun, but they are fantastic in all that they do in overseeing so many things about the ministry. So all of our council members, if you're here, please stand so that we can just send you some love and appreciation. A couple of quick reminders. As the Fillmore is kicking off and we're getting a lot of leads coming in, we're requesting tours and doing bookings and so forth, we're going to do our best to let you know every weekend what the room needs to look like after our service is done relative to the tear down process and that we do today. You can leave it all where it is. There's nothing going to come in this week, so we can just leave everything out, the tables, all the contents of the tables and so forth. And then the second thing is a request. You might remember Reverend Dr. Martha Creek has visited with us, and she is going to be in town for Unity's convention and is hosting, she always hosts a dinner for ministers and others who support her ministry and so forth. And she said, I don't know where I'm going to have it this year. And so, of course, Jackie said, I got a room. So, and it was wonderful. And it's going to be, it has been out at the Village the last year or so. It's going to be in Overland Park this year, so it's just down the street. So we are going to be offering the studio room to Martha and whoever it is that's going to be joining her. And we would like some help in setting up that room. And then after the dinner is complete, tearing it back down again and resetting it back to its standard. So Reverend Jen sent an email or made some phone calls maybe to a couple of you. But if you are able to be here, this is going to be on June 17th, so it's a Tuesday. And the setup is really 5 round tables, tablecloths, and chairs from what I know, so it's not a big deal. But if you could be here at 4:30 to set up, the group will start arriving at 5:30. We believe the dinner will be complete at 7:30, and so that's when we would appreciate a person or two to come back to reset. So talk to Jen afterwards, and as we get all those final details shared, she will send out an email or reach out to you personally to see if you are able to assist, and we thank you in advance for that. So let's join together in affirming the mission statement of our incredible community here. Unity Church of Overland Park, transforms lives and empowers people to make a difference in the world. And one of those difference makers is absolutely Reverend Jackie. She will be back next Sunday, and she is going to offer a lesson. That's what makes you strong. It's going to be in honor of Father's Day holiday. And so right now, I saw Kara. Do we have kids this morning? Okay, are they ready to come in? I'm not sure. Here they come. Yeah, here we go. Let's welcome our kids.
Can I have this hand? Thank you very much. Do you want to hold your pictures? Okay. Yeah? Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Good morning. All right. So we did our 3-part prayer again today. Somebody's waving to you. Today, the 3 parts that Mila drew were the healing power of God within and around us, guides us to our highest good. So we talked about what does healing mean? And Mila said, well, a Band-Aid. Okay, yep. That is definitely one way to help ourselves heal. And I asked her, I said, well, what about if somebody at school is sad and maybe their heart hurts a little bit? What are some words that we can say that would make our friend feel better? And what did we say? I'm glad you're my friend, right? And we said, the other thing to help somebody else heal was give them a chicken for a pet. So our craft today, Mila came in and she asked if we could paint. And so she has these 2 beautiful works of art. But if you would please rise for our final song as you are willing and able. Thank you.
Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine, let me shine your light. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine, let me shine your light. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. Let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel, let me be a vessel of love. It's all about the love and the gratitude. It's time to say good morning to your neighbors. Spread the love and spread the gratitude. The gratitude for the band, Terry Swope, James Albright, Brian Stever, and the man, Fred Albers. Beautiful. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Shine, be glorious, reflect the divine. Spirit of mine, Spirit divine, let me shine your light.
Wherever you may be in the room, let's join together in closing our service with our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a wonderful week, everybody.